Hey everybody, and welcome back to Riptech Labs. I'm Chris, and today we are going to be testing the tubes on this RCA 16.3. Now that was something I should have done. Like that's one of the first things you should do, but I was, moves mostly done here. I've got to get a bunch of stuff still, but I've got everything here. I've got my trusty old Jackson tube tester here. Well, let's see if these tubes maybe are causing any of our problems with this. If you haven't seen the first two or three videos, there's one I haven't uploaded yet on this girl. Yeah, they're on the channel too. So let's get things ready and let's go. And let's have a look at my Jackson. This thing is such a relic. Oh, hey, I'm gonna block my camera. I thought this cover came off. Yeah, it did. There we go. Okay. So there we are. And yes, it does work. Or much like my signal generator, it worked the last time I used it. Let's put it that way. So let's plug her in. Okay, I'm gonna turn on. This thing warmed up. You can see meter goes right to center. It knows exactly what to do. Oh, it's gonna have to be on a slant here, guys. I apologize. No, it doesn't. I could just do that. Anyway, okay, so here's our tube tester. Now you can see it, I powered it on. My little removable lamp tells me it's on. You're sitting here going, what the heck does this even do, right? Why are all these buttons and knobs for? I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? Yeah, it kind of is. And to be honest, some of this stuff I've never used on it because I've never had to. There's different tests on tubes you can do. Down here, this knob, where it says, shorts test, you kind of go through that. The short state, if it's shorted, you get the light, the lamp on here. You've got here too, you've got your filament voltage and your plate current, right? Here's a pro tip too, and I have burned several tubes doing this. I'm getting ahead of myself here though. First thing you do, what kind of tube you have, you look it up on this handy dandy little ruler here, right? I don't know if I can zoom in on that. I have my phone, hold on. So you zoom in on this and you look up your tube and you just have to pick whichever window there in alphabetical order, starting at A and then ending at Z. So you have to find your tube and it shows you. Now, so, okay, let's see. Hold on, let me grab one tube out of this radio and I can demonstrate. So, all right, I just pulled the rectifier out. I think that's the rectifier. 35Z5 GT. You see it? About this one. 35Z5 GT. Ooh, right here. Come on, camera. There we go. Almost. There. 35Z5 GT. Now, so what we do. Now you can see here it goes all the way to 50 here, right? So this is a 35. It's probably in this, going to be on this third window. So you can see that 35, right? 35Z5. The GT just means it's a glass tube, so there were metal tube versions of this, I believe. It does look kind of scorched down there, so maybe we got an issue going on. I don't know if you can see the get in the camera here. If you can see that, kind of hard to without the light here. Maybe you can see it on this better. How black it is at the bottom of that screen. I don't know. Let's see. So the first thing we're gonna do is we got 35, right? So that is, we look at what it says, and it'll tell you what to do. So you've got filament 35. That's obvious. 35, yeah. Okay. Then you've got D, which you've got, if you look carefully, you've got circuit D, and you've got circuit E, which is here, and then you've got test XYZ, right? Okay, so, yeah. And then you've got plate test 13W. So what you would do, let's see, why this should reset everything. How do I reset that? There we go. Release the bank. There we go. Okay. So we have, look at this again, 35Z5. Zoom in here. Now you see where it says D, 1, 2, 3, right? So this is circuit D. So you find 1, 2, and 3. And then you have E, which is 6. So you have 6, right? Okay. Here, this number, right, where it says plate and test. See, hold on, we got 13 NW, which means we need to turn this to 13. So about like so. And then when we test it, we will hit W to get our reading. Now this tube is a 7-pin, 8-pin octal, right? So that's this one. It is. All right. Let's leave that sit there and get warmed up for a minute. I don't know if it will actually. Oh, yep, there it goes. It's warming up. Okay. But as I was saying, before you plug in any tube, you make sure to get your settings correct, because otherwise, and I have done this, especially if you're working on like a like an AA5 or something like that, that has, you know, like this set has this 35, you know, rectifier, and it's probably got a big output on it also, like this is your 35 LG 35 L6 GT. So here's your other 35. So one of those is the output, one of those is the rectifier. But anyway, don't mix up your voltages. If you go lower, it probably won't hurt anything. If you go higher, you're gonna fry your tube. I've done that on more than one occasion, left it on 35 or 50, slap a 6-volt in there, and oh, get a little flip as that filament just kind of goes up like a light bulb filament, and poof, just burns. And yeah, it's not cool. So anyway, you gotta have this switch in test mode when you go to test. And now it's good. So yeah, this rectifier is good. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take that out. Now our next one is gonna be this 35 L6. Let's see, maybe I can get this in front of it here. Oh. Do not try to clean that with water either. You will wipe the paint right off the tube. 35 L6 GT, right? So let's look at here. It's not too far away from where 35 L6 GT. Okay. So 35, 13 again. D is 1, 2, 3, but E is 4, 5, 6. You see that? Now to test, I'm going to leave this in test here. Let's 35, right? Yep. Here's our tube. They're 35, whatever. That one. We'll let that little girl warm up a little bit. And you can see it. That one came around real quick. That's good. Now on this one, to test it, number one, you gotta have that switch on test. And on this one, you hit W and Z at the same time. So like this, right? Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, that's great too. Nice. Okay. Now, next one, 12 SQ7. Okay, so what we got to do, we got to turn this down to 12. So that, what did I say? It was a 12. Where is that on the thing here? Is it going to be on that roll, or maybe 12 SQ7? There it is, right there. So yeah, filament 12.6. Plate test. Now see, this is interesting. Since this is a don't crucify me if I'm wrong, but I want to say, since this is a triode, you've got 3 separate test paths there. I think. I'm not positive. Don't roast me. If I'm completely wrong, please let me know in the comments, so next time I don't make this mistake. But you know, it tests 3 different things here. That's why there's 3 lines. So what you do is you release both of them, right? Turn your plate current, like for the first test, right? Let's just do the first test first. You've got 50, so we'll turn that up to 50. So like that. Now on circuit D you have A, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then you have on E, AC 1, 8. AC 1, 8. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and put tube in. Okay, let's see what happens. Let it warm up. As you can see that, it's getting a little bit of a glow on it. Alright. Awesome. Now, to test this, you hit W and X at the same time, and we see what happens. W and X. Ooh, that's interesting, isn't it? That particular part of the tube is, oh, it's still warming up, isn't it? That's what you can often see. You can see it's still picking up steam, so you can see that in a moving target like that wavers around quite a bit, right? Well, maybe not. Look, it stopped. So okay, that's probably okay. So our next, what we're gonna do? We're gonna take it back out, set that for 80, like it says here. Release and release. And we just set for E and 5 right there, just like that, because that's what we got. Now we plug that back in, right? We're gonna run shorts on this one. Good, because if it's shorted, that will just ping light right up. So, that on 5. Let's do X. Whoa. Did I do something wrong? Because now it's not glowing at all. Or is it? What's wrong here? Is it back? I got it all the way in test. Why is that not working? 12 SQ7, A334, and done. So, I am confused. X. According to that, that's bad. Alright, let's try the next one, which is 6. And then also X. Okay. I'll go back to the first one here. A 2, 3, 4 and AC 18. That's with the plate down to there. And we hit W and X and whack. Yeah, I think this tube is not good. That might have something to do with it. So we will set this aside and see what we can find out. Now, what's next? Yeah, like I was saying, little metal case tube. That was probably factory with the unit right there, RCA tube. I mean, it's freaking spotless. And that is a Focus 12 SK7. So what we need to do, it's going to be real close. There you are, 12 SK7. I'm just going the wrong way. Okay, so I'm going to leave that at 12.6. We're going to turn this down to 15. Clear both of those. And we run A, 1, 2, 4, 6. And then we do A 3, 5, and 8. Alright, that's 15. Now we hit W and Y to test. You know what would help? If you actually put the tube in the socket. We'll let that sit there for a second and warm up. Now, W and Y. Okay, now here's this what I'm talking about when a tube, it's not warmed up yet. You see how that's moving? That tube is good. It's still warming up. You can see it right there. Womp. And even if I do that, it should go back to good then, because it's basically warmed up, or still warming up, I guess. Cool. Good. That one I'm going to say is good. Let me run a shorts test here. That always does that in between settings. Sometimes it'll flash. Doesn't mean there's a short. I think it just has to do with the physical arrangement of the thing. All right, so that one's good. Next, yeah, these are all RCA tubes. Far out, man. This is another 12SK7. Wow, okay. So we just leave that like it is. Wait. Really? That's a 12SK7 and this is a 12SK7. See, this is what I'm saying. 12SK7. It's a metal case, right? And here is your SK7 glass. I don't remember which socket I pulled these from. Hopefully it doesn't matter. I don't know. It might. 12SK7 GT/G. It's just glass. So, okay, yeah. I plug that in and I'm like, wait, that doesn't look right. And yeah, that's why. Okay. So everything here, let's see. I don't know why I just did that. A1, 2, 4, 6, and A3, 5, 8, and then WY. Okay. Yeah, that one's lit up quite nicely. Definitely. Let's test for shorts here first. Use the correct hand. Oh, now check that out. That is a short, baby. So we have a short on this tube. This tube is not good. It might still test good, but there's a short. WY. Look at that. It still tests good, but that shows a short on there. I don't know if that matters, though. I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up the answer to that. Future me, interject yourself right here. So anyway, okay. Yeah. Test W and Y, and it stays up at good, despite that being a huge short. Now the other one didn't do that, so I honestly don't know. Okay, let me see if I can look up in the manual here what it says about that. The shorts indicator. Test buttons, blah blah blah, sockets, and offline control, filament circuit, this control push, shorts test. Okay. This switch is used for making shorts and leakage tests. This is a new low voltage type shorts or leakage test that will show leakage up to approximately 0.5 megaohm. The markings on the switch are test K, P, G1, and G2. When the shorts neon lamp located above the switch glows, the position will indicate which element of the tube are shorted or leaky. The switch must be reset to test position before making quality test, which is what I did before, and it came up totally wrong. So anyway, okay, so we're gonna take that tube out. That one I'm gonna put in this pile, in the bad pile, and we'll mess with it later. So that means there should be one left, right? 6-tube radio. What are you, my friend? 12SA7. Okay, well, let's clear those. Let's find SA7. Right there, 12SA7. Okay, so we got 12.6, 35. And let's see. First test. Ooh, a lot of them. A1, 2, and 6, 7, 8. On E we got A, C, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now let's plunk that little booger in there. That's 12. Yeah. All right. I don't know if that's going to warm up, if we'll be able to see it or not. You know, that's always one of those things. Oh, they glow so nicely. It's like, well, not all of them really do. Sometimes there'll be just a little of a glow to them. All right, let's do this test right quick. Okay, that didn't light up anything, so that's good. Now, the first test of this is W and Y. Okay, WY. Yeah, it's still warming up. Check that out. Okay, good. Let's just wait a second. But I think that's fine. No, it's dropping again. Huh. Now it's picking back up. Probably just because I'm connecting whatever Yeah, I'm gonna call that good. Okay, the next part. 1, 2, 8, and A, 5, 6, and this time we only hit V, which is right here. All right, so here we go. Whoop, hold on a second, and I turn that down to 30. So like that. All right, okay. V, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, V, right here. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, that one's good, definitely. Okay, so that tube is going to be good. That's all of them. So we do have some suspect tubes. We got this one that seems to work, but shows a short. That's the this SA7, yeah, SK7, sorry. And then this SQ7. Let's test that one again, just for laughs. Turn that back on. Let's see, 12SQ7 right there. So let's see, 50. A 2, 3, 4, and AC1, 8. All right, here we go again. Doesn't show anything on shorts. That's good. W and X. Yeah. Well, that is coming up though, so just hang on a second. Maybe I hit the wrong button earlier. Because it shows, you know, it says bad, but it's not really bad. Okay, let's this is just 5 and X with 80 current. So here we go, X. Yeah. And that's not moving at all. And the same thing on 6 with X. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this tube, shut that off because we're done. So I need to get, if I can find in my collection, that's here anyway, another pair of these tubes, then I will use them. But anyway, that's the basics of how you use one of these. I mean, that's all there is to it. You basically just follow the instructions here, and that's it. I mean, there's nothing else. Just make sure that you get your plate voltage, your filament voltage, sorry. Make sure you get that filament voltage correct before you stick that tube in there, or you'll know it because it'll go like that. Ask me how I know. But anyway, this has been RipTech Labs, and if you like this, thought it useful, why not give it a like and subscribe to the rest of my videos, and there'll be more stuff like this. Once I find the replacements for those two tubes, I'll stick them in this radio and see if it does anything. If it doesn't, we'll try a couple other things, but I'm not going to mess with it anymore. We'll put that on the future derelict, you know, impossible projects shelf, right? And we'll get on with business. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.